Hello there, welcome to another Severn Valley Railway layout update in Simon's Shed. Hope you're all having a great summer, and if you're in the UK, hope you're enjoying this rather hot weather we've been getting of late. It's been a little bit too hot to work in the shed some days, but I have got some stuff done. It's another update where there is various completely different things going on, so I'll try and pull all that together. And here's what's coming up. A platform for Arley, more point motors, a coach and a wagon, turning the shed into a tent, and a little woodwork project. In the last video I showed you the sort of brick papers that I was going to use for Arley platform. So I've started building it, and here's where we've got to. So this is the Scale Scenes platform kit, and you can see you just stick on the brick paper onto the cardboard and cut it out, and you just sort of build a structure to hold it together. And obviously the next thing to do is put the platform top on top of there. So yeah, that's one side of the platform. It's going to be quite a long run. That should be good. So what I'm doing now is just putting this on top and just rubbing across it with a pencil. So I've got the line that I need to cut out to go on top. So now we've got a platform template stuck onto 3 bits of card, and I'm just carefully cutting along the edge, and then I'll stick the platform surface on top, and then we need to stick the edging along, which is going to be tricky because it's curved. Let's see how we get on. And this is what it looks like with the top stuck on. So like at Arley, we have a sort of block pavers, and then part way up we it switches to slabs, so I've tried to represent that. So tried to sort of disguise the join a little bit between the 2 sheets. The edging stuck on here actually went on fairly easily. I just did a lot of little cuts down here just to help it around the curve. But yeah, I'm happy with that. And I've used my sort of artist's pastels and brushed on various shades of grey to sort of weather it down a bit because it was a bit bright. And the same along the sides, and you see these little black dots are to represent every so often there's a little hole. Not exactly sure what it's for, but it's there on the real thing, so I've tried to represent that. So there it is, and there is Arley. So that will go in just here. Thankfully it fits, so my little template worked out nicely. So the next thing to do, I need to get searching for some things to decorate it with. Basically, on the real thing there's milk churns, suitcases, old sort of luggage cases, trolleys, sack trucks, obviously a lot of trees and gardens sort of towards the back of it, nicely planted gardens, and station lamps as well. So I need to get some lighting sorted, so I need to do a lot of searching around for various bits to sort of get as much detail in there as possible. Another quick update, that there was a box of 12 cobalt point motors. You'll see there's only one left, which means I have fitted 11, and they are at various points around here. Not every single one of these has got a point motor, but the reason I haven't fitted the last one is it's quite strange. I couldn't get one of them to work, so I just left it at the back of the box, and then sort of got down to fitting the last 3, and couldn't remember which one was the broken one, so I tried them all again and they all worked. So I started fitting them all, and surprise surprise, one of them stopped working. So it looks like there was actually a problem with one of them, and it seemed to sort of jam in one direction and wouldn't stop trying to sort of move in that one direction. So the rest of them were fine, but I have to try and get a refund on that one, or an exchange, and get a fresh one sent. And then of course I need to buy 12 more to do the remaining points. But they've been going in fairly easily, just a few awkward ones underneath where it's right next to a beam or a support leg on the layout, but other than that they've been going in well, and they are working well, so that's another bit of progress made. Another quick thing I just thought I'd show you is I had a little while ago, for Father's Day in fact, a rather nice little present of this Dapol auto coach, GWR auto coach, and similar to one they've got on the Severn Valley, so appropriate for this layout. So you're not going to start reviewing coaches, but I will just give you a quick look at it, and I haven't actually tried it out yet, so let's do that. There we are, nice little handrail details there with the steps up into the door. And the back end detail looks like that, and it's got NEM pockets, so it looks like it's nicely detailed. The glazing isn't quite flush with the windows, and can't really see if there's any detail inside. Yeah, we've got some nice sort of seating detail inside, so that's good. So let me get this on the track, and we'll give it a quick run with an appropriate little low coat, either the pannier tank here, or possibly, because I just noticed that hasn't got a coupling at the back, I might get the Dapol, the Farish Ginty out. Having said that, we do get a sort of hook type coupler, and 2 different lengths in the bag with that, so that's good to see. There's a terrible coupling up, but never mind. There we go, looks rather good. Probably the roof could do toning down a bit, it's very bright. It's a nice little addition to the rolling stock. So referring back to the master plan here, I just spotted something I've missed, and I thought it'd be a nice little project to get going on. So we've got all the track laid pretty much, and we've got all the frames underneath here, but you notice this bit sticking out here was supposed to sort of hold, be a space where I could put the iPad, which is going to control the layout. So I thought I'd do something around that, and so I took a spare bit of chipboard and some strips of wood and come up with this, which either does that or that, hence the little squares of wood at the sides. And I think I'm going to put it onto this, which I just went into the wood store and pulled out a random piece of wood, and it had a nice angled cut on it, so I think that'll go on the back like that, and it should hold it at the right angle. So let's get that fixed on. Ta-da! There we are, right at the centre of the action. I'll be able to sit here and have all the controls in reach and see the whole layout. That's another little job done. So yeah, just simply screwed it on to that angle piece of wood up there, and I've just put some of my foam sort of laminate floor underlay stuff behind there, just to make it a bit softer for the iPad. But I think that's going to work well. Right, quick trip to B&Q, and I've got 3 massive dust sheets. So, first idea, I've put a screw in there with a bit of wire, and I've just doubled over one of the sheets and I just stapled it together so that it stays, and I haven't cut any off at the moment, so hopefully that will reach sort of from there to the other set of rafters, but to be honest it's easier to show you than to explain, so the wire is probably only temporary to get it up there and get it pinned, get it in place. Right, I think it's going to work. So I've just fixed it there at the top and there, and then I'm just going along, just slicing a bit there to get it around the rafters, and just using a clout nail in there. After a bit of contortionism, having to climb through there and behind there, we have now got that. Sorry about the flickering light. That kind of looks like we're in some kind of tent, which isn't necessarily bad. So yeah, just get on with the bits at the bottom. And we're done. 3.5 dust sheets used. And that's looking a lot neater, I think. Pleased with that. Bit of a nicer backdrop. Off of the ceiling at least. Just quickly show you this. Not sure if I've mentioned before, but I am a member of the Bachmann Collectors Club, and I've just rejoined for this year. Obviously for the you can either do it as a double O gauge or an N gauge. Obviously I've gone for the N gauge, or you can do both in fact, and this is what you get in this year's welcome pack. You obviously get the magazines as well, and you can buy this sort of club exclusive wagons and coaches and locos, but you get a nice little pin badge and your membership card and paperwork. And this year for the end gauge, you get a 7-plank end-door wagon, Horlicks red oxide exclusive wagon, which is rather nice. So have a little look at that. So there we are, a nice little wagon with a sort of well-known brand name in the UK on the side, and that wouldn't look out of place on a sort of Severn Valley sort of gala day freight rake. So that will be used on the layout. Some rather nice detail on there, some nice tiny little printing down there on the bottom of the wagon. You can see the brake rigging there. So there you go, that's what you get in the 2016-2017 Collectors Club pack. Please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.